All right, wooden dummy. This is the Chisao section that deals with movements 21 to 30, and it's the EWTO version, movements 21 to 30, using the covering POC. So we're gonna take a look at this. All right, so it starts specifically with the attack, where from my Futsal side, I take his long cell and I'm twisting this way. Right, and then I use the long cell to control the elbow so I don't get cracked in the face with the elbow. Yeah. So as we go, I come on top, I twist a little bit and then connect with the elbow, and then I'm punching underneath. And now his hands are crossed, so I roll up, right, trapping his hands like the Hong Kong version as well, right? And then this goes here, right? So we'll do this again. So I twist, connect, punch low, and then I roll up in between the two hands, box out, and then I step off to the side with the box out step. This is jutting and punching at the same time. The jut should be like on the bicep, like you're like pulling him out of the stance a little bit. So here, one, boom, rolling up, striking, and going in here. We'll change angles on this one. All right. So I grab the bong so, I twist a little bit just to lock that. And then the elbows here, I'm punching low, I roll up, this rolling motion comes between the two hands, I fox out here, and then I switch my feet. Just a second, so the footwork can be seen as well. All right, so here, twisting, boom, come up, and now I switch, my right foot is forward, I step to the right with the right foot, and the left foot replaces, so 1, 2, just like this. All right. So now, that's the first piece, right? So now the other guy defends. Right, so as Thomas comes in here, right, nice and slow, yeah, and one more time, nice and slow, yeah. So he twists, he connects with the long cell, and then comes forward to punch. And as he does this, my bong cell is gonna go into a cow cell like this, and then the other hand goes into the jump cell. Right, so what I'm doing is going from here, right? Similar to the first section. So as he comes in, I twist, just like that. And now from here, I'm gonna cover, but I punch under. So we'll just like do this step by step first, yeah. So here, before he defends, he comes in, right? This way, controls and punches. The bong cell becomes the cow cell, and then I come across like this with the jump cell so that I can control both hands and then do nothing, yeah. And I go here, I cover this, and I punch under. So this isn't a POC like how we think more of an explosive yang POC. This is more just covering it. Lays flat, just to control and be able to go. And we'll switch sides again. All right, so from here, same thing. Back up just a little. There we go. So as Thomas comes in, twists, right, and goes here, right? So I shift, the bong cell goes into cow cell, like that, and then I control. Now I cover, and I just punch under like this. Okay, that's first. And of course, you could finish by going here, coming up, boom, and doing this thing as well if you wanted to like build on the section a little bit. So one more time. But for the section, he comes in, I defend, then I go like that. Okay. So now we'll switch sides again, and we talk about putting all of it together. And so from here, I attack this time. Ready? So I go here. And then, right from there, he punches underneath, yeah. And now from here, I do the same thing. I use cow, right, and jump. But this time, I'm gonna punch, I cover, and I punch on top, like this. Okay, so from here, I go, and come on top. Switch again. Right, so from here, right, I will come in, yeah, so I go, boom. And he defends with the cow, right? And then he comes in and I defend with cow and jump, right? Now from here, I just lay this flat and I come on top and punch, okay? So now when he does this to me, here, he comes in to attack. Right, I go here, I go under, he defends like that. And now as he goes on top, right, I bring the Wu Sao up and I trap both of his hands together like this, right, using this covering one. So boom, boom, boom. When I go here, this is the movement that we're using to trap, okay? So One more time. I believe you're coming in. Yep. So cow and jump. I punch under. All right. And now as he comes up, I trap like this. Okay. And the same thing. I could go boom and finish the section just like that to end it quickly. So anytime, like when you're in this position, you could finish. But now we talk about the flow drill. All right. So now with the flow drill from here, as he comes in, actually let's switch angles on this one, so we get a different angle. All right, so as he comes in, nice and slow. I go here, I punch under, he goes here, he punches on top, I trap. Now from here, as I'm gonna go to do this, he steps back, right, to character 2 and he shifts to 45 degrees. He's controlling my shoulder right here. So I'm gonna pock this off because I don't want him touching my shoulder, right? So I go pock and punch and I stay straight. He's gonna use the covering pock and shift and then come in this way. And as he's doing that, I stick and I shift this way. Just come this way. So here, right now he pocks, staying straight. All right, I make contact and then I shift from here. I'm trying to slide my wrist to his wrist. So I get this nice slide from here and then I come in. All right, move so it's nice and straight. I pock and punch. From here, shifting. So whoever is doing pock and punch, always remember just staying straight like that, and then I shift. Now, if I want to be able to switch sides, right, when I pock and punch, right, actually he can pock and punch to counter. Instead of doing the covering pock, he just counters with a regular pock, and that gets me onto the other side like that, okay? So I go boom. And see, now as he pocks, right, I could either do this and keep one side of the drill going, or I could just pock, and now we're on the other side, just like that. All right. So a couple of things to think about when you're doing this is as it's here, right, I want to be able to not push up with power this way, but I want to be able to have forward pressure. So I push up into his hand a little bit like that. So my hand's not like lazy because it's quite easy for him just to slide. So I push up and forward slightly. So then as he comes in, that gives me a little bit of take here, right? So as I start to come in, this pushes up and forward a little bit. So now there's a little bit of friction. And as I come in, he can stick to that. Boom. The other thing to think about, which happens to me sometimes, right, is that when I go here, I'll sometimes like pull before he even does it. Right, so one thing is to pay attention to is really just staying there until you feel his intention is going, right? So if the other person just goes ahead of time and I'm still here, then I can just hit. So you have to like yield all of your force, let go of all your force in a little bit, and then just feel when it's happening. Okay, thank you. Yes, good job. All right, so this is the wooden dummy chisao section for the EWTO that deals with movements 21 to 30, all right? Go slow.